You're getting wet? You think you need help? With what? He asked, lying there in bed, taking a pause from telling his story about the Caribbean island, beach bungalow, getaway adventure vacation. I want to come, baby, she said with a soft, kitten-like voice. She was melting away, just listening to all these erotic tales of fun-filled, frolicking ecstasy being told by her man in the sexiest voice she had ever heard. Well, I suppose I can briefly set our story on pause. We can always come back to it. Let me see. I think this time I want you to come in a whole new position. Since you love the story I was telling, I want you in a position where you can think of nothing but us at that table, you riding my banana, and getting all lathered up in syrup. Okay, how do you want me? She asked gladly. I'd like you to get on all fours. We're going to do this doggy style. You face down on the bed and with your butt high in the air. I'm going to kneel down on the floor so as to get a good angle for me to do what I'm going to do to you. So get your body close to the edge of the bed for me, and then I'll do the rest. Oh, I like it already. I can see where this is going, I think, she said with a sexy smile. Well, wait till you see how I make you come this time. Okay, back up to me a little closer. All right? All right, perfect. Now, with you on all fours, you can rest your breasts and your shoulders down on the bed, tilting your head to one side. With your eyes closed, just enjoy what I'm about to do to you. I'm going to slide 2 fingers into your pink cherry pie zone and massage your G-spot, while my thumb outside of that pink cherry moist wet box bobbles your doorbell back and forth like this, so I can make you come again. But this time, you're on all fours. You can make me come this way? I've never had an orgasm on fours like this before, she said with a smile, curiosity, and happy amazement. Please. Oh, please, make it happen. I'm yours. I trust you. He proceeded to take one hand and do just that. Massage her G-spot inside her pink cherry box of moist wet love, and use his thumb on the same hand to massage her clit back and forth. Because she was on fours, basically, her whole love zone region was upside down, meaning the G-spot wasn't up top on the inside, but on the bottom, so to speak. Perfect for his 2 fingers to reach in, find it, and rub it like a genie's lamp. And with an upside down, come here, fast finger motion, which is the way to stimulate a woman's G-spot. It was all set up so perfectly in this position. Not only was she honest about never coming this way, but it's more than likely that every woman on earth, and for all of history, has never come this way either. Can you imagine? If so, you'd hear about it from somewhere, or someone would tell you. But no. How did this man know about this way of making a woman come like this? On all fours, butt in the air, that pink cherry lined box wide open for his straight-on viewing and handling, hands and fingers applied to multiple female sexual spots at the same time to blow her mind away again. His other hand was free to gently massage and lightly slap her butt cheeks in the beginning and at the end for fun, and maybe even probe another lubricated erogenous hole zone. Not too much, though, as the focus still had to be on her clit to make her come overboard. The G-spot stimulation episode was just a little bonus gift he tossed into blowing her clitoral circuits one more time. As this process of G-spot/clitoral stimulation continued, she began to relax her mind and return back to the Caribbean bungalow fantasy where she was riding her man's banana, stiff and hard, while making out with him. She even stuck out her tongue, wagging it mildly, licking her lips. She was entering her own unbridled state of fun for sure. The almost real-to-life thoughts in her head of the Caribbean, plus the reality of her clit and her G-spot being played with and manhandled like they were, it would absolutely help contribute to her coming faster and harder this time around. You know, remaining steadfast, consistent, and staying the course, no matter how long it took. It wasn't long before she started showing signs of her coming. It's worth noting, the very fact that her naked butt, her butt cheeks, and her holes were high up in the air and in plain view of her man, with his fingers probing strategically inside her, that pink box, and his thumb throbbing her clit and doorbell on the outside, was an all-in-one, never experienced, rock-hard coming turn-on for her. Soon, he began to see signs of her body twitching in tiny, jerk-like movements that in the past always foreshadowed her coming soon. He saw her grab what bedsheets she could find, even with her eyes closed, as if she were anticipating her body jumping off the bed when she came. Within a few more seconds, he saw her take in one quiet, deep breath, only to exhale out another satisfactory, coming scream of, "Yes! Oh, yes, baby, I'm coming! Yes!" At this very point, he didn't let up. This time, he knew he was dealing with 4 modes of sexual coming stimulation responsible for her erupting into an explosive coming rapture she had never experienced. He knew within a few more seconds she'd probably be falling onto the bed, spent from all of her body being shocked by another powerful round of pink box and doorbell stimulation. So he pushed real quick for a few more seconds, a little bit faster, a little bit harder, and didn't let up to allow her to escape so fast this time, for her own fun and beneficial sexual relief. You see, with his free hand, he reached around to the front of her thigh to grab her closer to his body and not let her go anywhere. This feeling of joyful entrapment would only last about 5 or 10 seconds, as he was kneeling, still down on the floor, while making all this happen. Sure, she tried to escape, but she had no strength to compared to his, and yet was loving every minute of being held captive like he held her. Like playing tag and he grabs you and you're trying to get away, but can't, and you're still laughing all the way, as maybe he's tickling you to death, but then stops when you've had just enough, and you both then embrace, and well, you know how the rest might unfold. "Kiss me, baby. Oh, I love you." Using his own somewhat tired physical strength, he roped in all of her unbridled coming energy in with her physical body, using his own willpower as well to keep her body in that specific position for just those remaining few seconds. It helps to magnify and amplify her coming just a little bit more. When he knew she had had enough and crossed over her own orgasmic finish line with a new record of heightened victory, he cut her loose and helped toss her onto the open bed to rest, pulling his hand out of her pink box, all wet from her juices. She fell to the bed, deservingly spent. He now stood up, laughing at her own smiling enjoyment of what the F she had just been put through by his own one hand again. Seriously, they both laughed and smiled and spoke out at the same time. "What did you just do to me?" she said. "Hey, I just took care of your needs, baby cakes," he'd reply back at her, smiling. He made a quick dash to the washroom to wash his hands off and quickly returned to bed, where she was waiting for him to cuddle with her. What? What did you just do to me? Where did you learn that? Nowhere. I just thought creatively about doing that to you because I knew it would probably blow your brains out and send you new kinds of shivering jisms all throughout your body. I mean, combine your G-spot with clitoral stimulation, and you're guaranteed to come and come hard. It's like a double coming explosion. Is that what happened? Yes. I am spent. Can I just lie here for a few minutes? I can't move. I don't want to. She gently asked with a smile 10 miles wide. Hey, absolutely. Here, let me pull the covers over you, and I'll snug up close to keep you warm. Oh, thank you. You never stop caring for me, do you? Nope. It's my job, and I love it. That's what I love about you. Come on, let's lie here and enjoy the rest of the night just like this. Lying there, in that moment, they soon fell asleep in each other's arms. Her, dreaming of everything she had been through that day. Baking cookies, coming orgasms on the kitchen counter island, being carried to bed to rest and cuddle afterwards, walking along the beach hand in hand, being asked to become his girlfriend, dining on pizza and watching the sunset, riding the Ferris wheel, coming home and being taken to a Caribbean beach bungalow hideaway getaway adventure in another one of his amazing erotic storytelling adventures, only to round out her day with another act of orgasms in the most bizarre and amazing kind of way possible, on all fours, butt in the air, his hand inside her and thumb on the outside, twitching her doorbell until she popped and oh. For him, it was a great and quiet moment to look back and reflect on the day as well. All that he had done for her, to her, and how he just lifted her all day long with the things he did or the things he said. He knew that she had to be one happy camper at this juncture, now sleeping in his arms. Her pleasure was his pleasure, remember? Falling asleep, he too smiled until the lights were out upstairs and they both were truly in their own state of mental dreamlands. With the TV still on and the sound of tiny waves slowly splashing upon the private bungalow beach shore, our two lovers fell fast asleep, dreaming about the days that lie ahead, happy, infatuated, and beyond in love with each other would be an understatement. All through the night, he held her in his arms, spooning and never moving. She awoke with him wrapped in his arms, as if he had spent the whole night holding her tight and keeping her warm and safe, which he did. She loved that feeling of being protected, safe, and secure all night long. Most couples cuddle for a few minutes to an hour and then turn to their respective sides for the rest for the night. Nothing wrong with that at all. This man, though, he wasn't like that. Sure, he could have slept on his own side of the bed, but she was there, and he wouldn't have anything less than holding her all through the night, especially since it was her last night sleeping over at his place for a while.